Early days, of course. The dust or the ticker tape has barely even settled from last night's celebrations in the middle of town. But just as a basic question, Chris, can you give us an appraisal as to where you're at maybe with incomings?
Well, first and foremost, it started for about 7:30 for all of us today because we had a staff meeting, and in terms of the strategy, we want to invest. We want to invest in young players. We want to invest in players that can step up into this level. We've got to be realistic that there is a possibility that we might be relegated, and that's not me being defeatist, because we'll be going all out to win games of football and valuable points and accumulate as many as we can to have another year in. I think that is the key as well. You look at the likes of Burnley and Bournemouth, and Burnley have had dropped down and come back up. Bournemouth have managed to stay in. Brighton have managed to stay in, and I think that's the key. That's when you do it the jackpot a little bit. So we're looking at that. We're not going to change our strategy. We want to buy assets. We want to make them better. Training ground does come into that. For me, we are teachers as well, as I've always said. With the likes of O'Connell and Flake, who we've improved, and other players along the way, and the young players that we want to bring in. We want to improve them as well. So they're on the journey. They go on the journey. So they have, in terms of definitely incomings. We're talking. It is obviously early days, and even there's some games left in the football calendar with players involved in that might be players that we would be interested in, but we're working hard. I don't think you get to the situation and position that we have done by being lazy in our recruitment, and whether it's Paul, whether it's myself, whether it's the coaching staff, and then going into Steve as well. We're certainly not that. We've had our success by working extremely hard and looking around and who's available, and having an initial budget, and if it does move and it is flexible, it's good. But I think the comforting thing for me, Andy, is that I believe I've got the trust of Steve and the board to spend the money in the right way, and if we have to move players on, we will. If we have to sell them at the right time, we did, and we will. But certainly we need to improve to give ourselves a fighting chance of staying in division.